Hello. Good afternoon from historic Haworth. Here we are on the 4th of November already. Rather a dark day out there as I look out my window. A bit grey and that, but not bad for November. Interestingly, I've still not turned my heating on yet. And I keep the window open a crack. It's getting a bit cooler, shall we say, but I just want to see, just want to see how long, what day it is and make a note of it. Because, another interesting, I just got a letter from Northern Power Grid talking, advising me what to do, giving me advice on what to do if there's a power cut. Which makes my suspicious mind think, okay, maybe we're gonna, experience some power cuts. Which again, makes me think about fossil fuel, how we become so dependent on it, and and then money and everything controlling stuff. But anyway, I'm here to talk about tea. I just want to, help people get healthy. By talking about tea, because it's a marvellous thing. Now, last week, if you may remember, I had parsley tea for the actual first time in my life. I tasted parsley tea, and my goodness, it evokes some memories. But I must say that I feel, after taking it for 7 days now, I'm my 7th cup today, I feel better than I ever have. Better than I have done in a long time, shall we say that? Physically, I'm not aware of any aches and pains. And psychologically, I feel really up. And the only thing in my life that's different is partaking of parsley tea. So, I think it's like I think it's something to just if you've had up a black tea, I recommend parsley as a good substitute. I do. You could even grow it yourself in a window box or something. Do you know what I mean? Or in a plant pot in your own. If you've no garden, you could even grow it. I think it's quite simple. It's quite tough. But honestly, it has made me feel, great. This sense of well-being and everything's just fantastic. So I recommend it. Really, really recommend it. I thought it was fantastic. As I say. Anyway, now we're on the second part of our quintilogy, the Scarborough Fair quintilogy. So we've done parsley. So the next one is sage. So we're going to talk about sage. Sage, yeah. It's associated with wisdom and that, sagacity. We get the word sagacity from there, and all sorts of things. And one of the surprising things is that there's a common belief, much more common in earlier times, but common belief that sage is really good for you as you get older. There's a bit of wisdom, sage as you age. I don't know where that's come from, but I saw that somewhere. So take sage as you age. It does also good. Stops your eyes from dimming. It's supposed to stop you shaking. Lose your memory. It's supposed to be really good to halt, to halt the advancing, the wear and tear, the advancing years. The effects of the advancing, that's a word I was looking for, the effects of the advancing years. Anyway, let's look at some of the properties. So as I say, it's anti-aging. It's full of antibiotics, which will, of course, fight infections. But it's also got plenty of antioxidants, same thing you find in green tea, of course, that stop the free radical cell damage, which, of course, is part of the anti-aging, the aging process. So that's one of the things. It's anti-aging, but yeah, it's revered for that. It will also lower your blood sugar, which is good if you. Is it hyper? There's two types in there. I think hyper's where you've got too much, and hypo's where you've got too little. but it'll lower your blood sugar. So it might be useful to have on hand if you've a bit of diabetes and you find your blood sugar's a bit too high. It might help that. Also stimulates the liver and deals with things associated with that, like headaches and things. It will, if you've got, it'll invigorate invigorate you and your liver, which will in turn invigorate you. Yeah, very good for your liver. Interestingly, it's very good for night sweats. And the research says it can reduce sweating by almost 50%, which is pretty good. If you do have night sweats or other things, which I'll come on to later in a few minutes with another section. It's also good for respiratory infections. It's astringent, antiseptic, and it's an expectorant. And also, if you've got a throat infection or a sore throat, make a bit extra. And after you've finished your tea, gargle with a cooler remains, and it will actually give you throat. It'll clear your throat of any infections that are there. Now then, it's good for women's health in the fact that it's a tonic for your respiratory for your reproductive system. Beg your pardon. And it will help to ease menstrual irregularities and things like that, which is very good. And as it reduces sweating, I suppose it can be useful to ease the hot flushes. So if you're experiencing a hot flush, or you're going to experience a hot flush, maybe have a cup of sage tea beforehand. See what happens. But even in the midst, it will stop you sweating significantly. And finally, the last thing I want to say about it is it's very good for dandruff. As a rinse, again, have a cup of tea, save some for when you go to the bathroom, and rinse your head in dandruff. And it's also reputed to restore colour to grey hair. So, yeah, as you can see here, the little tufty is getting it's almost white, isn't it? But I'm going to try that at some point. Yeah, I think I'm going to try that at some point, and then we can have, as well as a cheese update, we can also have the hair colour update, and you'll actually be able to see it if I do rinse these tufts in sage tea, and it restores the colour. We'll be able to see it, but it'll be visible on the screen. Which is, so, no faking that. Not that I'm faking anything, but you know what I mean. Right, so, and here we go. Here is the sage tea. As you can see, it's quite a lot darker than the parsley tea. Now, as I smell it, it does smell. It smells astringent, almost pungent, I would say, but of sage. Doesn't remind me anything. Doesn't make me think of sage and onion stuffing or all that. Chicken. Don't make me think of anything like that. As a parsley, maybe think of cod in parsley sauce. But anyway, it does smell of sage, but it's like a bit beyond the sage and onion kind of smell. Almost, like I say, it's astringent, almost pungent, almost soap-like, if that makes sense. But I'm gonna have a little sip now. Hopefully not too hot. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to make of that. Yeah, it's a very savoury taste. Very savoury. Very savoury. and quite drinkable. Yeah, there is that. Yeah, that's not bad. Still a bit warm, so I can't take a massive mouthful to get the full effect. But yeah, definitely a nice, definitely enjoyable, definitely pleasant, not unpleasant. There's a bit of astringency, but but it smells. The smell is stronger than the taste, which is, but it's still there. Like I said, it's savoury. It's a savoury drink. But very enjoyable nonetheless. Yeah, I'll let you know at the end of the week how how that goes. Pop it down now. But yeah, that's very drinkable. Quite nice. So yeah, so the cheese update. Yeah, it is interesting. I am finding like, you know, I'm turning things down a little bit. Things do seem louder. Things do seem a little louder. Television sometimes. Television I've turned down. Like I say, I set it at 20, but sometimes even that has become too loud. So is it proof that cheese improves your hearing? I don't know. I don't know yet, but my hearing's improved. Seems to be improving for some reason. Things seem louder. Maybe things are louder. Maybe they're transmitting a bit louder. Because I think they can actually control, can't they? Quite a bit how loud the sound is you receive. But on the receiving end, as I say, sometimes it seems too loud for me. It's almost unbearable, which is strange. But yeah, I mean, yeah, cheese. I've nearly finished all that Sage Derby. It's what will the brie next? And then if anyone wants to, you know, leave a comment about a suggestion, you know, for another cheese. Yeah, because I don't. The article I read all that time, it did not specify any particular cheese. So, you know, if cottage cheese. I mean, I actually love cottage cheese from a farm. Yeah, a farm near Huddersfield. Well, in the place, you know, manufactured in the place where they filmed Last of the Summer Wine. But not going to advertise the actual name of it, but that is just I could eat that by the. Well, I do eat by the tubful, but if it turns out any cheese will do, I might actually get myself a large quantity of cottage cheese, both for economical reasons. Because I mean, one of these things is to try and one of my one of the things I want to do is to do healthy things, but as cost effectively as possible. And if my hearing can be improved by eating cottage cheese, which is substantially less pricey than, say, even Edam cheese, you know, pound for pound, might be worth doing. Anyway, that's a cheese update. Parsley, as I say, was brilliant. Sage tastes nice. We'll see if I if I look younger when we'll meet again next week for part 3 of the Scarborough Fair quintilogy, which will be, and if you want to join me, we'll be drinking rosemary tea, which is, you know, interesting to say the least. I did buy some a couple of years ago, and I think I drank it really quickly. I think I enjoyed it so much I drank it really quickly. Rosemary tea, but that's for next week. And as I say, analyse its odour or its taste as intensely as I'm doing on this thing. Anyway, I've nothing more to say. Just thank you for listening. Thank you for everyone who does listen. Yeah, thank you for my subscribers, and it's brilliant. It's brilliant. It's brilliant that people. I just feel such joy and happiness when anyone, even one person, has a look at it. So that's great. Anyway, thank you very much for your time, and I will see you next week with Sister Rosemary.